So I'm doing Sunvessel for my final project. I'm Rene Castillon. I come from Nicaragua, and I do things. I also want to dedicate this presentation to my TA, Michael, because he hates my jokes, and I promised him I wouldn't do any jokes. So with no further ado, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. All right, go next. I could do the clicker, right? So this is the agenda that I'm going to go through. It's essentially gathering information, synthesizing it, ideating from it, and then prototyping. Why I did that, I'm not sure. Which one's the button? To the right, no? Oh, no, no, no. So Sunvessel's goals is to become the newest method of urban transportation. It wants to be a high-tech amenity in luxury buildings and offices and hotels, and it wants to also be eco-friendly. But they need more business to achieve that because they're a startup. The challenge is to help them get letters of intent from luxury residential buildings to get more investors. So in my secondary research, currently we found out that currently there is a gold rush to get millennials, but jokes on them, we don't have any. Today's developers have elevated to an art form the practice of including amenities that pander to millennial lifestyles and trends. 77% of renters believe it's important that their apartment is green, so that's good. 72% of renters would trade an important feature such as extra storage for more green features, which is also great. The National Multifamily Housing Council, which are the leaders of the trillion-dollar apartment industry, they say that renters are demanding more services and more technology from amenities, which is also great for Sunvessel. And as technology gets more advanced, so do amenities. Other renter trends the NMHC reports is that people are giving up their cars, they're moving to urban areas and want their buildings to give them an identity, and service amenities are in high demand. Pools and gyms just won't do anymore. These market trends look good for Sunvessel, so why aren't residential buildings signing up? So I went to their website to have a little heuristic analysis, and I've noticed that there's an invest now, and from what I learned from the stakeholders that people have been investing until they got a demo, so no demo, no money. And then the other thing is that there's no mission statement or anything. So you can't get money without flirting. You kind of need to show who you are before people are going to be interested. So I did a competitive feature analysis, and there was a lot of information that was missing from Sunvessel compared to their competitors. So yeah, web dev joke. So user research. What I did was the lean survey canvas because I was kind of lost at the beginning. This is very important because I met with the stakeholder and there's a section here where it's the things that you do know, and based from that you move forward, and that really helped. It also helped me figure out questions for the survey, which got 54 responses. And it's funny because my secondary research sort of clashes with what the survey says. For example, supposedly it's millennials who are using these high-tech tools, but actually in our survey we got people who are 46 and older writing this type of device. The gender is mostly male. Most people use it to commute to other forms of transportation. And the good thing is that people were given the choice between two hotels. They would choose the one that had Segway as an amenity. So that's looking good as well. And if they had a choice for a personal mobility device, it would be a Segway of some sort. So key takeaways from that is that although Sunvessel is a millennial tool, the majority of users of the same model of Segway are 36 years or older. So that means that the market is actually much bigger than they are saying. I did some qualitative data, and my top interviews was Greg West, CEO of Som Living. He owns one of the buildings in front of the Brickell City Center. I also did an interview with the manager at the Mandarin Hotel, and also Jess, an amenity manager at the Ritz-Carlton. So the interviews had some key learnings as well, is that money for money for amenities isn't an issue for hotel industries, but it is for real estate developments. So that was like a big aha moment. That means that you can't do like a one-size-fits-all type of price package. So this is what Greg West says. If we give you a space that allows Sunvessel to set their system up without charging me, and then Sunvessel shares a small stream of revenue, giving my property amenity, that would work. So hotels, offices, and residential buildings all have different business models. Each business needs to be approached differently with the pricing. One size does not fit all. That was the takeaway from that. So I got all the data and I put it into an affinity map, which I love because it's sort of like getting chaos information and putting it into order. And I figured out the top pains. Current price model doesn't work. People don't want to risk inheriting an unnecessary headache from getting an amenity they haven't tried. And liability is a big fear factor. And then top gains is that it's a sustainable amenity and it's good for their brand. Sunvessel could help attract new business if placed strategically somewhere in their property. And innovation is a big part of their business strategy. So there's a lot of good things going for it. Based on that data, I created Real Estate Ronald. And this guy, basically, the bottom line is all that matters for him. And I just want to point out that the way that hotels make money is through attracting customers. Residential buildings is through square footage. So this makes sense that they have more of a hesitation for getting an amenity. They don't want to rent their space for free without like getting something out of it. So we're going to go through the user journey. He enters the website. He's like, wow, cool tech. Yes, it's high-tech amenity. I want that. And then he sees that he can invest, but he wants to know more about the business. And then there's like not enough information before he wants to like take the next step to invest in cost. And now that he thinks about it, maybe the amenity could cause problems. There's no assurance that this is actually a safe tool. And finally, he wants to learn more about Sunvessel, but at the end there's the long form to fill, and nobody likes that. So I did a lot of ideation with a couple of coworkers doing the same thing. This was actually the bulk of my work. I've been rushing to do the prototypes in the past couple of days. It sucks. But we did a marketing and sales funnel, how might we's, and general brainstorming. It was 4:40 a.m. when I was doing this slide. I documented that. You got it. Key learnings from my ideation process: Sunvessel avoids talking about their insurance policy publicly to avoid dealing with trolls who want to take advantage of their insurance. So that's like another thing that sort of pivoted the strategy away. So I did the how might we's, and I'm going to basically resume this in sales, insurance, and trust. Those are the three key issues I want to tackle. So I did the Moscow method to find out what was the easiest and best way to tackle those. And I came up with my MVPs, which is to offer different sales packages, which would tackle sales. We would create a worry-free package and include it in the website, which would like take care of the insurance process, but we don't want to give any details, so we would include that in the digital sales pitch later. And trust is sort of like requesting a test ride before actually having to invest. Okay, I will. Lo-fis had big problems with the copywriting and the choosing the navigation bar on top, showing that right there. There's a bunch of misclicks. This is my mid-fi. It's a lot cleaner and better. And this is the mood board. I did one change, and it's that red button over there. I thought it was very violent and not modern, so I changed it. You can't tell how it is, but ooh. So this is the hi-fi. I'm going to basically show you what it was before and what I did to it. I wanted to make it more clean and friendly. So this is how it looks now. Whoa, pretty, ooh. All right, let's go to the final phase. So this is the main page, and I did like a nice scroll down where they could explain the benefits of getting Sunvessel, Sunvessel's promise, which is assuring you a bunch of things. That's our worry-free package. And then it always has like a sort of quick form that you could request a demo. It explains, like the different prices. So there's like a price breakdown depending on your business. And then explains how it works, because a lot of businesses weren't knowing how to actually get onboarded into getting the service. So I included a small little infographic right there explaining it in 3 steps. And like a tutorial as well, including a little video section. I'm going to skip ahead just because that's the important part. So success and failures: if Sunvessel starts getting more companies signing letters of intent, that'd be great. People start requesting more demos, fantastic. We know it fails if no one starts believing in Sunvessel as the future amenity. Next steps is to create a digital sales pitch where more details for insurance can be revealed, get professional video footage for websites showing people actually using it in motion, and focus on delivering good copywriting for the website. Thank you.